Hey everybody, Brett here, and it is day 139 of my carnivore diet journey. And it is the last night of my vacation. So I am a sad guy today. Don't really want to go home tomorrow, but can't afford to live here full time, and I have children that still require looking after. So, wife and I spent a little time tonight, kind of get things packed up, and ready to head back to Colorado tomorrow afternoon. Really, we fly out about 1:30, so we'll be leaving here around 11. Take the shuttle back up to the airport and go through all the bag checking and everything. So that's kind of the plan. We do have a layover in Houston. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of direct flight options from Cozumel to Denver, except on Saturdays. Saturdays actually have better flight options than anything else, but we added a day to this trip, and that puts us flying out on Sunday. So sorry. I am coming. I got a little tickle in my throat. Hopefully, I'm not getting sick, but it may just be the weather. It's been raining pretty much all day, and very windy, which means today was not a diving day. I had hopes to wake up this morning. They would open the port and we would be able to go diving today, but that was not the case. So. Unfortunate for me, I spent some money on some e-learning to do training dives this morning, and so I'll have to figure out how long that e-learning course that I took lasts so that I can do it on another trip. So we'll see. But no, it was a pretty decent day. I did not weigh myself this morning. More out of my routine here is off, so I don't have my regular routine while I'm here. Usually I get up, I go to the bathroom, my scale's there, I do it, right? Excuse me, it's getting late. But here, my scale is actually sitting on a shelf, so it's not sitting out where it usually is. So it's just something that has not been top of mind, so I haven't done it. But I did go ahead and take my ketones and my glucose today, and I was a little surprised. Surprised in a good way. Now, my ketones were only at 0.3, which fully expected that. I've been sharing what I've been eating. I've been eating a little bit off. I've been drinking alcohol pretty much each day. I think maybe one day I didn't, but pretty much every day I did. And so ketones being at 0.3 seems correct. It seems perfectly normal. What surprised me was my sugar. So my glucose number was only 110. So I've been eating a lot of beef and whatnot, right? But I've also had a little bit of sweets. I've had my alcohol, and as I've shared, they have Jim Beam as their kind of top shelf bourbon here, and it's not a sipping bourbon. So I've been doing Jim Beam and Coke, or I switched over to Jim Beam and Diet Coke or Coke Light, as they have here. So yeah, I was just really surprised that it was only 110. I expected it to be in the 120s, and that was not a morning one either. That was a midday. Now my numbers are usually lower midday, but that's still it was surprising. So we'll see what happens here over the course of the next week. I am going to be getting back to Colorado tomorrow. So my video tomorrow night will be at the end of a fairly long travel day. I think we get home around 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, something along those lines. So it will have been a very long travel day, essentially 12 hours of travel. But yeah, tomorrow I'll be there. Get back into my routine, drinking lots of water, which I've been doing. I have not been drinking as much electrolytes. So while I've been here, on my dive days, I made sure to drink three packets of electrolytes. Wanted to make sure that my body was well hydrated, had lots of electrolytes, so I didn't get all the muscle cramps and everything else that are somewhat common in diving. It's one of the first skills that you learn when you learn how to dive, is how to do what they call self-rescue, like stretch your own calf muscles out in the water. So it's a very common thing. Excuse me. And so I did that, but you know, the exact food that I've been eating, what I've been drinking, those are all not carnivore. So gonna get back tomorrow. I will do a fresh weigh-in Monday morning, and I will be starting hard on carnivore. I do have goal to lose an additional 60, which means now I need to lose whatever I gained this week plus 60. My target before the end of the year is to be at 190 pounds. Given that in the first 5 months of this diet, 4.5 months of the diet, I lost 80 pounds. I think in the next 6 months, losing 60 more pounds is feasible, but it's not going to come easy. It's going to be some work, especially as I get lower and lower and lower. The free fat is going to be not as available, so it's going to take some work, but it's work I want to do. Wife and I discussed and agreed to have me start my Dive Master program. I'm going to start it in Denver, and work with a local dive shop up there, and yeah, so I just want to be much more physically fit so that I'm able to dive better, dive longer, do all those things, and then, you know, being a dive professional, even if it is part-time kind of thing for me for the next 8-9 years at least, that'll be pretty cool. So all of it kind of goes towards those goals: losing weight, being healthier, being fit, and becoming a dive professional now. So might actually do some videos on my scuba as I keep going here, but yeah, for right now, my main focus here is on the carnivore, and on getting healthy and losing weight. So that is it. It's my last video that I'll do, my accountability videos that I'll do from here in Cozumel. And next time I'll talk to you, I will be in Denver. I will talk to you tomorrow.